Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Only Use Me Expo here, bringing you my first commentary on this channel. The Why Do YouTube video, which was technically my first commentary, was actually made for my old channel, Foxy16, which I've kind of retired from. And yeah, this is my new channel, and this is going to be the first video of a new series I'm starting. If you guys know me, I don't have a very good record of being able to continue series in the past. But this one, since it's only going to be a 3-part series, I think I should be able to do it. And this series is basically going to be called How to Get Better in Battlefield. It's a really simple name for a pretty complicated topic. It's not a very straightforward thing. And first of all, I'd like to start out saying that my advice, I feel, is probably pretty accurate. I went from being a 0.5 KDR player at like about the beginning of this year. I went from a 0.5 player to about a 1 KDR in July, and now I'm bouncing on about 1.5, 1.7 to 2 KDRs. And honest, that's a pretty big improvement. It's a pretty big improvement, and I just want to tell you guys how I did that. Going like basically doubling, tripling my KDR. And first off, I like to make clear that this the method I used to increase my KDR and become a better player does require money. Basically, it's in PC gaming. I feel that your graphics card determines a lot of how good of a player you are. If you have a bad graphics card, you can't get those clean frames. If you can't get about like 40 to 60 frames, then you can't be too great of a player. Well, that's my opinion, at least. Because I had my original graphics card gave me around 12 frames, 20 frames. And that's how I got my 0.50 KDR, which was not too good. And I wasn't really good with having such a low KDR. So I did some research online, found out that graphics cards are quite a big deal, graphic cards. And so I went ahead, picked up a new graphics card, I think I got an AMD 7970. And that one, it gave me some better frames. I got about 30 frames, 40 frames. About double my frames, and I got better. I got even 1.00 KDR, 1 KDR, but at that point I said, you know, this graphics card, it makes a pretty big difference. So what if I got an even better graphics card, which I just got a few days ago? Well, not a few days ago, maybe at most 1 month ago, which boosted my frames up to about 80 to 100 frames in a Battlefield 3 game. And basically that is the key to my success. And I'm basically going to tell you, if you have a bad graphics card like what I did before, how to kind of compensate for it, how to make yourself a better player. And that's pretty much what this video is going to be about. So basically, if you have low frames, you have some lag, if you have low frames and bad internet, which I didn't have at the time, but that's probably the worst combination you could possibly have. If that's kind of your situation right now, then it's going to be pretty tough for you to get about like a 1.0 KDR, and it's going to be near impossible to get like the 2 KDR to 1.5 KDR. Just because even if you're like a rival X Factor player, if you don't have the right equipment and setup, you can't really do it. And about other things like mice and keyboards and headsets, they aren't as big of a deal as graphics card. Of course, it is nice to have some nice setup there too. I have a Death Adder mouse and a G35 headsets, kind of like X Factor setup, who I basically base it off of, because I see rival X Factor as kind of my role model, one of the best Battlefield 3 players there are out there. And basically that's what I am going for. This video is from my new graphics card, my NVIDIA GTX 650, I think it was a 650. and I got it on Black Friday. But that's not what I'm trying to talk about here. Basically, you need a good graphics card to be able to be a great Battlefield player. And that's the simple but difficult to accept truth. Everyone thinks, nah, it doesn't matter. Your graphics card be shitty, and if you're a good player, you could still destroy some noobs. You could still win competitive games, and I see that as untrue. If you guys know Combat Arms, it's a free to play game. It's also FPS, and it's what I played before Battlefield 3. And I had a really crappy PC when I first started, which I was using for Battlefield 3. And on Combat Arms, I could still pick up some decent frames, and I was getting around 2 to 3 KDR. But of course, the players The players on Combat Arms aren't nearly as good, but that basically showed me I have this potential to be a better player, which I think everyone has. Everyone has this potential to be better. But most people are unable to reach that potential due to low frames and bad internet connectivity. But I'm not telling you guys to go out and buy like GTX 680, like a $500 graphics card or anything like that. But if you have some nice frames, then Battlefield will be a lot easier for you. And this is going to basically be it today for how to be better in Battlefield Episode 1. And if you liked the video, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, support my new channel, and I'll be back next time.